Uh-oh, mid-yawn. Hey, what's happening? What's happening, everyone? Welcome to episode 23. Is it really 23? No, we're 24.
Yeah.
24.
Oh,
it's
24.
episode 20.
That's right.
Episode 24. Hold on. Let's see if I can make this on the fly adjustment really quick.
Where's
here.
She at? Oh, look at that.
Episode 24 of the Lifting Ugly podcast. Have you heard how dope our podcast is, Alkai?
How dope is our podcast, Gregory?
Our podcast is so dope. I heard they found traces of our podcast in the drummer of the Foo Fighters toxicology reports.
That's brutal.
Is it too soon for Foo Fighter drummer jokes?
I don't know. I'm not too sensitive about the Foo Fighters, but I'm sure someone will cry about it.
That's okay. They can cry about it. Here's the thing. If you're in your 50s and you're overdose of drugs, you're 100% free game for being a topic of somebody's joke.
Yeah.
I would say. So anyway, welcome to episode 24. We are almost 6 months in. Ever so much closer to 6 months in.
Which
to
is
doing
quite
this
incredible.
Ridiculous thing that we are doing here.
This wild idea that you had.
Yeah. Who knew that this would happen? And we have some fans even, and that's pretty fantastic.
Oh.
Yeah. Not anybody that's like watching right now, but maybe they'll get back to us.
Everyone's either hungover or sleeping.
Yeah, they're taking advantage of their lazy Sunday, hopefully. Everyone out there, maybe they'll check their notifications and see that we're on and hop on and say, give us a how do you do.
Do you think that people have their notifications on for the Lift Ugly podcast?
If they are subscribed, let's see, Facebook, if they've watched before, they should get them.
Ooh.
And if they are subscribed to YouTube, it should notify them that we jumped on live.
Ooh.
I believe. I'm no expert on these things, but those are the things I believe to be true.
Oh.
And if you, I've been told if you believe, you can achieve. So we're gonna go with that. So I am Craig Bird. I am coming to you from Monument Fitness in Grand Junction, Colorado, the western side of Colorado, almost eastern Utah to be more specific. Mm-hmm. You can catch us at monument.fitness on the old Instagram and check things out. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first viewer on. Oh. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this Sunday. Viewer number one. You are number one in our
special place in our heart.
In our hearts. We appreciate you. So you can visit us there. If you're ever in the western Colorado area, please feel free to get a hold of me and we can get you in for a nice little lifting session. You can get a hold of me at lifting_ugly or any of the things that you search lift or lifting ugly. You can get a hold of me there at those places as well. The man to the side of me is none other than...
Hi, I'm Alkai.
That is Senior Alkai.
Keep it super sweet and short.
Super short and sweet. You can get a hold of Alkai here. Couple different places. At Pico, Piko _powerlifting. That's spelled as it sounds. Or at bellies _ out _ benching.
Which is a real thing.
It is a real thing. And if you do not believe it, go follow him and watch his videos and see why it makes perfect sense.
Yes, I do it for the people.
See his voluptuous power belly in action.
I had someone comment on my last bench video and she said, bellies. And I said, yep.
Bellies.
Bellies. I hold to be true.
Some guys, they're into the whole underboob thing. And you're trying to make the underbelly a thing.
Like just below belly button crop top.
Yeah, it's that's belly lives matter.
They do.
Big bellies matter.
They do. Big bellies matter. That should be a shirt.
That should be a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I did make a shirt, and
You did.
I'm gonna bring it to light here. It was inspired by my daughter, who had an idea.
Which one?
The oldest one, Julia.
There
she
you
had
go.
an idea. She had an idea for a shirt, and so
All right.
I took it and ran with it. So since the whole shirt thing came up, let's jump into that real quick. We have the return that was never produced, but the return of the squat rack on the front.
Okay. Ooh.
And then on the back, we have
I'm gonna wear that.
Man, I love fucking squats.
Can you make
so
it
she
in
gave
3X this time though?
there is the 3X. This one does have 3X tank tops.
Awesome.
So yes,
I'm buying
they are available in 3X. So again, squat rack on the front. Man, I love fucking squats on the back.
Yep.
And for those of you that are listening,
the
first letter in every word of that does spell out the word MILFs.
Mm-hmm.
So the original idea was, she said that I should do one that says MILF and have Man, I Love Fitness. And I was like, that's good. I like it.
Next level.
Yes. That's not quite obnoxious enough for what we do.
That's too clean. We need to dirty it up a little bit.
So I asked her how she felt about that idea, and she said that sounded perfect to her. So,
well, shouts out to Julia.
Yes, she came up with a hell of an idea for us. So we appreciate that. So make sure everyone, you go to liftingugly.com would be the official website of all things Lifting Ugly.
Yep.
Where you can get your Man, I Love Fucking Squats shirt. Go get one. Actually, it's not a shirt, it's a tank top. If you have a desire to hide your upper arms and do not want a tank top, then just let me know and I can actually make that into a shirt.
Well, if you got bingo wings, we'll hide them for you.
I need to re-up. I need to step my tank top game up a little bit. I think I am lacking. You have a lot. They are just, they're seasoned tank tops.
They are seasoned. Like, I don't want to wear them anymore because half of them are stink. One of them is a crop top, though. I made that into we had like a fitness party a couple of years ago, and I turned one of my tank tops into a crop top.
Well, that's pretty sweet.
It was. It was pretty tight.
I think in the 80s we used to call those half shirts.
Oh.
So they were. I think that was the more masculine way to refer to a crop top shirt. I remember that must have been 7 or 8 years old because it was the 80s. Yeah. And I had one of these said half shirts.
Ooh.
And it was from your home state of Hawaii.
Oh.
And it said, "Hang loose, Hawaii," on a half shirt. And I proudly wore with my OP shorts and my flip flops.
Ooh, looking like a real California kid.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
See, this just makes my gut look gnarly, so I don't wear it. Actually, you know what? I should wear it to the gym
You should.
Just to wear it. Yeah. We should make half shirts.
We do, but they are all in women's sizes.
Ooh.
Which does not seem to be culturally appropriate these days.
Yeah, it's not ambiguous enough. Our shirts aren't gender fluid.
Yes, so we should maybe we'll have to get a hold of a seamstress and have just make a run and have her.
You mean a seams person?
A seams person, yes, a seams person. and have said person, not gender specific, said person a specialized cut and sew some t-shirts, some belly shirts for men and women and non-gender specific people as well.
For all the they thems out there.
They thems, yeah. It's by there's like something like binary, not what is non-binary?
Dude, I don't know. There's like 70 terms or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Not specific to any one thing or another. Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know. I see what is it on? I don't know, I get something that comes across every once in a while and it's like pronouns and then has these things listed. I'm like, what are we talking about? Like, those are the only things. Do you have a name? Can I call you by your name? Do I have to refer to you by it, he, she, them, it, our?
Bing bong.
Bing bong, ding dong dong. It's just wacky. Kids these days.
Yeah. Come get your gender neutral clothing at
liftingugly.com. Again, liftingugly.com, where all of our not all of our clothing is gender neutral. All of our clothing can be gender neutral. If you want to buy a female cut tank top as a guy, I will not stop you. By all means,
just make a purchase.
You have at it. And while you're there at liftingugly.com, what are some other things that they can do while they're on the website? They're out
to my knowledge, you can grab clothing, you can grab baby clothing, you can grab stickers, you can grab a phone case, and you can grab coaching. Real
coaching
person coaching. For me, it'll be online for the most part, unless you're out here, and vice versa for Craig. But you know what?
Yes.
Go get yourself some damn coaching, because we know you need it.
There are some folks out there that definitely need a little coaching. So a lot of you that are asking for free advice, you can get all the coaching you want for free if you go to the website and pay for it.
Enjoy your 5x5. I looked up strength program on Google template. Good luck. I wish you the best.
So I was watching this Matt from Pioneer Lifting. I was watching his stories, and he was on a road trip and was asked a lot of really dumb questions over and over again. And so someone asked him, "How do I get a free belt?" And he's like, "Well," he said, "you can either look out for giveaways that we do every so often." He said, "or you can go to the website and buy a free belt."
Ooh.
And I was like, that is the best answer ever. So if you would like some free coaching advice, please go to liftingugly.com and buy some free coaching advice from either one of us.
Yeah.
One other thing that you are also able to do on the website is you can donate to this cause that we have started. The cause being, basically the cause is giving back to the competitors and the athletes that are out there just putting it in and day out.
Literally.
Just
pulling it in and putting it back in and pulling it out and putting it back in. That's why we're here.
What are you talking about?
Meats?
What kind of athletes are you talking about there?
Anyway.
Okay. So, moving on from that, if you would like to donate, you can do one-time donations on liftingugly.com, and most of those funds do turn around, well, guaranteed at this time, will be turned around and be put back towards the meets and competitions that are coming up here in the next couple months that Lifting Ugly is happy to be a part of.
Yep.
Meet
and we're giving back to you.
Giving back to the people. We're people. One of said meets or competitions, I don't know how I don't know what the strongman is referred to. Is it a competition?
We'll call it a strongman comp. Yeah, we'll call it
competition. So it will be the Crown Mountain Championship in Superior, Colorado, which is over in the Denver area. That one will take place on May 7th, I believe. That and Lifting Ugly will be a part of that. I will be there helping out. I don't know doing what exactly at this point, but something.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
I'm sure you'll have
I know
setup and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll be there doing something. I know that.
Are we gonna have a booth, or is it just we're kind of going just to support?
Nope, just to support.
All right, cool. The booth is a little too expensive, right?
Yeah, I do not have the funds available to do a booth there. Unfortunately,
that makes
it would be cool. Yeah, it would be cool, but yeah, it was a little expensive to do that. Plus, I wanted to help out with the event, and so it's hard to help out with the event and be a part of the booth as well. So we will have 2 banners that will be posted up around the event, so that'll be cool.
Oh.
And then we'll be there. You're going, is that right?
I'm gonna look at flights here shortly, and I will do my best to be there.
So one and or both of us will be there to take pictures with the fans, sign some autographs, shake hands, kiss babies, and whatnot. That's what we're there to do, and to help. So anyway, so any donations that you give on liftingugly.com basically do to get turned around and get reinvested into you all and the meets and the competition that we are sponsoring. Also, will be coming up is the Be Strong Classic. Also takes place in Denver. Why is everything in Colorado, do you ask? Well, it's not all in Colorado, but if you are asking that question, those 2 are in Colorado because I'm in Colorado. And it makes it easy for me to travel 4 hours versus the 9 hours it's going to take me to travel to Rapid City, South Dakota the following weekend for the Black Hills Classic.
It was a cool drive. Not gonna lie, I liked it. Like on the way back, it was cool. We stopped by Steamboat and whatnot. It was cool. Beautiful drive. Too long though. Much too.
It is long, and so I'm not looking forward to the driving part. But Al at Squat to Depth, which is the shirt that I'm wearing, is a Squat to Depth shirt.
Fantastic.
Al from Squat to Death puts on a great show. Does a great job of giving back to the competitors, and so we're more than happy to be a part of that with him. And so those are all the 3 coming up here in the next couple months that we'll be a part of. That any donations that you make there or on patreon.com/liftingugly, if you sign up for that, those donations as well will go to help give back as well also.
So if you ever feel like people aren't giving back from the meets, now is your chance to be a part of the movement. Donate some money.
If you have a complaint, be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem.
Or just buy a bunch of merch like I did and forget to use your promo code.
Yeah, and if you do that, then all that money stays right there, which then gets turned around and reinvested in all of you.
Which part of me was cool with that. I was like, hey, I feel nice about this. So
like I'm doing, you're doing a part. Well, it's funny as I've done that too. I've ordered a few things from there. I got done. I was like, holy shit, did I just pay full price for a sweatshirt?
Yep.
Not only that, I paid full price for a sweatshirt and a shirt and whatever else that I wasn't even that I was shipping to somebody else.
It's not like our stuff is expensive either. It's just dumb that we
it's really not expensive. I have seen a lot more expensive, and for good reason. Yeah. I know like $30, $35. It seems like it's a decent price for a shirt, and it is, but man, I've seen some of these people are going for like $50 plus for t-shirts.
Oh yeah. And that, some sweatshirts like $75, $80, and I'm like, that's a little steep, don't you think?
Right. I mean, does it keep you warmer than a different sweatshirt? Probably not. My guess is probably does not keep you warmer. Probably not more insulated, just more expensive.
Just more expensive.
So support us, which will then help support you as you compete. and you'll get some cool gear in the process. You know where else they can find cool gear, Alkai?
Where else? Where can they find cool gear?
You can find cool gear at generalleathercraft.com.
Ooh, have you heard?
What is I've heard. Tell the people what they can find at generalleathercraft.com.
I'm not going to even go into how the belts are. You can get so much other stuff. You can get dog collars. You can get wallets. You can get General Leathercraft stuff. They're releasing knee sleeves. They got elbow sleeves on the way. They got wrist wraps, which are fantastic. They got knee wraps, which they're bitching. They're fantastic. And if you're so inclined, you can make yourself a real custom belt with basically whatever the fuck you want on it. You can do snakeskin. You can do a printed picture.
There's one here.
You can do suede. Oh, look at that. Look at that one right behind Craig. Look at that. Look at that. I'm surprised you're not wearing it right now still.
I had a big breakfast.
Oh, big breakfast.
Yeah. A little bloating is taking away from my belt fitting properly.
A little bit of Sunday bloating.
So one other thing, someone asked Matt from Pioneer Lifting Belts at generalleathercraft.com if they do Pioneer cut dog collars. And he said they do Pioneer cut dog collars.
That's rad. I like that.
And so anyone who doesn't know, a Pioneer cut is there are half inch, instead of there being a hole every inch, there's a hole every half inch for all of those of us who have a heavy meal or whatnot. And you need that just that little bit extra, not quite the full. You can't take the full inch. You can only take a half an inch more.
For those that take full advantage of a half inch.
That's right. It's there for you. So that is the Pioneer cut. And so they do have that available for the doggies as well.
They should do a mini lever belt for the dogs.
Dog collar lever belt. That would be You're like, oh yeah, this fits him real nice, and you snap it close. Like, what?
Poor Fido.
Oh no, he's a poor guy. He just got choked out.
Yeah.
So be careful when tightening your dog collars. Moral of the story.
Or your own belt. Be careful.
Yeah. Or your own dog collar for yourself.
Or your own dog collar, because people be freaky nowadays.
Yep. And you have at it.
Yeah.
Not me. We're like, again, we're here to support you guys in what you do as well.
Let your freak flag fly.
That's right. Don't let others put you down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buy our stuff. Buy Pioneer Lifting stuff. And then also, I have talked about the singlets.
Oh,
singlets!
God, I can't wait to see those.
So anyone that is waiting, I know there's a couple people waiting. Besides us, I'm waiting. You're waiting. The printing is being tested, and then I have some of the extra singlets that I had that I'm going to get printed on first to make sure that they come out.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. And I do have some singlets on the way from what I'm going to call our newest sponsor.
Oh.
For two reasons. One, because we don't have any real sponsors that give us money to promote them. But we do have people that give us stuff that help us promote. So for that reason, I would like to thank and also bring on and introduce our friends at maxbarbell.com.
Hey.
Our friends at maxbarbell.com are going to be the singlet suppliers for the Lifting Ugly singlets. They are sending a few on their way.
Idea.
Yeah. So it kind of
combines forces, which is nice.
Yes, their sizes go up to a little heftier than a lot of others do. For some reason, a lot of them like to stop at the
280 mark.
Yeah. Yeah. So those with a little extra power in the bellies need somewhere else to go. And that place will now be Max Barbell and or Lifting Ugly for your singlet choices.
It's so exciting. I can't wait.
In conversation with the guy from Max Barbell, they will be when he's in another country right now dealing with some personal things, so he's not at full attention with Max Barbell, but he's doing his best. If you order, you'll get your stuff right away because the company's still running seamlessly, but the guy in charge is out. They are going, as soon as he gets back, he is going to get back on Max Barbell blank deadlifting socks, which then we will have access to be able to get from them as well, to be able to do Max Barbell Lifting Ugly deadlift socks.
Dude. Yes. So what you're saying is we're lifting ugly to the max.
To the max. Under and on the barbell.
Oh.
The maximum barbell ugly lifting maxbarbellugly.com type of thing. Or something like that.
I can't wait to be decked out in Lifting Ugly Max Barbell stuff and Pioneer knee sleeves and equipment. Oh,
right.
I can already see it now. I'm so excited.
It just reminds me of the meme from Archer where it's like, I'm sorry I can't hear you over the sound of my throbbing erection.
Yes. 100%.
Just Lifting Ugly singlet. Lifting Ugly deadlift socks.
Yep.
Custom Pioneer lifting belt. Knee sleeves. Wrist straps. All right. I don't know. That's I think we could just wrap it up after that. I mean, that is like, how do you get much better than that? How could we possibly follow that up?
How are we going to follow up? I know you got something.
Yeah, not much, but I do have. So anyway, that make sure you go to maxbarbell.com. They are a company. They do carry pretty much a little bit of everything that you can need for your powerlifting. They have, shoes, slippers, singlets, not just, they've got, other company singlets that you can buy. They also carry wraps, belts, straps, all that kind of stuff. It's pretty much if it's available, if it's in something that you can use to lift, you go to maxbarbell.com and they will have it available for you. So make sure you go visit our friends there. Did you get your
shoes from there?
I did.
Ooh. I did. Honestly, debating on getting a pair. Really, really debating it.
The deadlift ones I have, I absolutely love. And I wear them for everything now. So I squat in them now.
Oh, wow.
Because I've felt better doing a flat foot squat versus using my squat shoes.
Oh, God.
So I switched over and I just used my high top deadlift Sabo shoes because the folks, they are from Russia, but they are not the Russian government. So we're not going to hold that against them. But our friends that make Sabo, they make a wide shoe. So any of us that have a little bit wider feet, they fit a lot more comfortable. I had Atomics shoes before that I spilled over the sides of pretty bad. I didn't realize how bad it was until I got the others. So I got my Sabos, then I realized, this is how shoes are supposed to fit. Yeah, that's amazing. I'm not supposed to stretch out the sides and blow them out and have my feet hurting and all that shit.
Again, every extra half inch counts.
It does.
It does.
For shizzle. So make sure you visit our boys there, maxbarbell.com, and then of course generalleathercraft.com to see our friends at Pioneer Lifting Belts. We need to backtrack a little bit.
Oh God! All right.
Well, it's not really backtracking. We just kind of went a different direction to start everything out. We had a default winner of Face of the Week because he was the only one to submit.
Oh.
But it's probably a good thing because our friend, the biggest toddler on the planet, had a really good face. So here is Keanan doing his overhead press.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh, Keaton's making a poopy. Look at him. Oh.
So that's our friend Keanan doing
face.
in his log press.
The only man that I've ever met over 350 and 6 feet that I can lose in a grocery store.
He is the world's biggest ninja.
He's quiet on his feet. I don't get it. How?
I just want to leave that up there. And he
honestly just keep him up there the rest of the podcast. Fuck
the honorary member, third member of this week's podcast is
Keenan's face.
As Amber said, it looks like he just ate something really sour.
Yeah, or he smelled something he really did not want to smell.
Well, he is lifting up his arms. Maybe he had stinky pits that day.
Oh, or was Bryce in the room?
No. He's our friend Bryce is not that guy anymore.
Yeah, he's not. I'm just poking fun, bud. You smell great now.
Bryce is starting his own business and everything. He's making moves.
Good shit, man. That's what I like to hear.
He just got back to the gym. He's been off for some unfortunate things that happened, but he's been back or came back this week, and it was good to have old Towhead Bryce back in the gym.
Towhead Bryce. No injuries this time around. I want to see that man hit some numbers.
Yeah, he is a big boy. He has a full capability of putting up some decent numbers, like our Face of the Week winner here, Keanan, and his
Mr. Keanan.
Just kind of super grunted out type of,
Like, send me that on Instagram so I can make that my contact photo.
Oh, that'd be a great one. Just he calls it just his face.
It's just the face. I'm editing out everything else. It's just his face.
That'd be that's pretty good. I should have cut that down even more, and just cropped it just so it's the face. Even just the chin, from the chin and the head area.
Well, his neck disappeared completely.
It definitely did. He is far from having a neck there.
Yeah.
We could do maybe I'll post his face, and I'll do a guess what he's doing, and see if anyone can guess what that face. Yeah, what is this face for exactly?
Can we troll Keanan this week?
Uh-huh. We can troll Keanan every week.
Yeah, I love that.
It's perfect for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you were saw much of what was going on yesterday. I know you were busy.
I was out and about.
Our friend Blessed out of I don't remember if he's out of South Dakota or North Dakota.
His coach is Anna. She trains out of the pit. I don't know if he's. I think he's South Dakota.
I don't know. So western, northeast South Dakota, somewhere.
Somewhere.
So he had a couple guys that were competing in Nebraska.
Oh yesterday. I did just see that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so he met Hunter Henderson there.
Ooh.
And so I said, hey, I made a reference to our podcast that I really, to me, I think would be a good kind of a subtitle type of thing for our podcast.
Yeah.
So it would be the Lifting Ugly Lifting Ugly with Craig and Alki, the stupid ass podcast.
Yeah. I like it.
Because I was like, hey, ask her if she wants to be on a stupid ass podcast.
Oh.
He said he was on it, but then he messaged me 2 minutes later. He's like, oh, she already left. I was like,
balls.
Well, that was convenient.
I mean, she's almost the epitome. She has a lifting ugly face, and she pees while she deadlifts.
Yep.
That's prime candidate.
she's everything we want in a woman on this podcast.
God bless. Mm-hmm.
God bless blessed. He almost did it for us.
God bless.
God bless blessed. Other than, I do have to give our guest last week. We should revisit this from last week.
Oh,
our guest last week. One is is the most viewed episode on YouTube.
Love that.
And hit that in less than a week's time. So that was kind of cool.
Oh wow, that's dope.
And for her being who she is and like involved in the stuff she's involved in, she is a very, what is the word? Just easygoing, and she has a great sense of humor.
She does. I had a blast last weekend. Like that was, I had a lot of fun.
And I didn't even have to say anything. She got the box with the pair of white socks that I included, and she threw it right up and was like, "If you listen, then you know why this is funny." And she told me she would get on it, and I was like, "Well, you might have a little trouble. The socks are probably a little bigger, a little too big for you." And
she'll make it work.
Then she sent me the meme about the big feet and looking for the response, and I couldn't help but laugh because it was just such a great response to it. Anyway, but I did send her my own personal socks.
So you're getting them back?
I don't know. So here's the thing. So they were my socks. There's the only pair of white socks I have. And they never have been worn. So I didn't send her worn socks. It wasn't.
Well, I mean, I figured you're not a monster.
Yeah, it's not that weird where I'm like, here's a pair of my used socks. Ha 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 ha.
So do we each get one, or how's this?
I'm waiting to see what she plans on doing with these, and then we'll find out if she needs return addresses. Or
if she makes a profit off of it, do we get a cut?
I think we should. I think whatever she sells used men's socks for. If anyone can find a market for it, I'm sure she can.
Yeah, all she has to do is her DMs. That's literally it.
Yeah, it'd be like, oh, okay. And it's like, at least they're big. They'll probably go like partway up her calf, so that way she can get more time out of her extracting the sock from her foot.
She said she's what, 5'6", 5'7"?
No, she's 5'4", she said.
5. That's going up her entire leg.
Yes. A size, I don't know, whatever large sock that covers up to a size 13 foot is. Yeah. I imagine at a 5'4", she probably has fairly small feet.
I gotta send her a pair of my compression socks. They're like size 14, and they go up to my knee.
So it'd be like a bodysuit.
I have just leggings.
Other than the fact that her legs are like this big and would probably fill in all the extra space.
100%. God bless.
We'll see. We'll do a check-in later this week and see how the socks are going and see what our next steps are in this business venture.
Oh yeah.
Or she said that she needs to send you what she wears so that you can wear them to the gym and send these.
That's right.
And send these guys the. Sorry about that. That's my smoker is letting me know things.
Ooh,
smoked meats.
But yes, I would be happy to wear anything that she throws my way. I'll film any video with that on.
I don't think she said anything about wanting a video of you wearing them.
No, I meant like just training wise.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not gonna. No. Would you fuck me? All right, fuck me.
And then you can split the profits. There you go. It is a great money making idea.
Or when she's tired of wearing socks, I can take her around. You can take her around. Like we can kind of just we take turns.
just really get them nice and odorized.
Yeah, a dirty sock empire. Totally.
It is baffling to me that there's even a market for that.
Dude, people are wild, man. Like I don't know. I'm not really a stinky sock guy, but there's a market for it.
The internet has made it very easy for people to voice their deepest, darkest secrets without worry.
I don't even know if there's deepest, darkest secrets anymore. People are just letting it just go now.
It's just out there.
Yeah, like I like toes, buttholes, and feet. Like,
yeah. When all you got to do is just type it in Google, and you'll get everything your little heart will desire.
Anything your little heart desires.
They just freely message. They're like, "Oh, I like strong women that could beat me up," and all this other. Then there's plenty of them, and then you send them creepy messages, and then they blast you publicly, and you enjoy that too.
What was it called when you pay for the chick to just stand there and flex?
Oh, muscle worship is what she called it.
Muscle worship.
Muscle worship. Yeah.
I mean,
in my bodybuilding prep days, I did have a request for that once, and I wasn't against it.
No.
Because I'm like, shit, for a few $100. Oh, I don't really care who's watching.
No, it's the easiest couple $100 you'll make.
Yeah. It's not like they want to stand there in front of you. It's like film a video. But it was a guy, for those of you that are wondering, because most women are not going to pay for that.
No, they're free.
That is definitely a freaky guy thing to pay for.
Yeah.
He wanted the video before I got the money, and I'm like, look, this is not anything I'm into, so guess what? I need all money in my account before this even gets
So
processed.
You basically kind of did an OnlyFans thing without OnlyFans being a thing.
It was an OnlyFans request before OnlyFans existed.
Oh, just OG OnlyFans.
Right. If only I would have known that was a thing. Make a subscription.
Yeah.
Then I would have had an OnlyFans full of dudes long ago.
Ooh. Yeah, that's cool.
Because I imagine they would have been my OnlyFans.
Literally, yeah. I mean, you probably get a chick or two every once in a while, but I don't know.
Yeah.
That's more of a weird dude thing.
It is definitely a weird dude thing. And you just kind of have to hold on to the fact that, maybe there's a chick in there somewhere.
Just hope so. That's all.
I'm going to hope for the best.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so what we were going to talk about today, and it won't take long because, again, we have lazy listeners. So I posted a thing for people to ask us a question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and then we would answer them on the podcast. So I got 2 responses. So first one was had 2 emojis. One was a smiling face, and the other one had sunglasses on.
Okay.
So I tried to decipher the question.
That's it.
Yeah, that's right. So the only thing I can get from those 2 emojis that that was only one. There is an actual question was the other one, but we're gonna attack emoji question number 1, which I deciphered as basically, how are we so cool?
Ooh,
that's the only reason I can think that those emojis are on there.
I'm not though. Like I'm not cool. I'm kind of just a boring ass. I'm just a lame dude.
The answer to the question is, we give off all the appearance of being a lot more than what we actually are.
Oh, yeah.
We are very boring people. We don't do anything, really. You do probably more than I do. And at that, it's probably not much more.
You work, train, at home. That's kind of it.
But you had the fun experience of a girl asking about your boobs, so that was fun.
Yeah. I do get groped at work. That's for fucking sure.
See, so that's exciting. I don't get groped at work.
Yeah.
Of course, I work during the day with sober people, and so if they were groping me at work, that tends to be frowned upon in public.
Yeah, no, this was these people are not sober. Actually, the complete opposite is what I'm getting at here. So they definitely can get handsy, especially when you're trying to make your way through the crowd. Like, I mean, I couldn't tell if it was a coworker or not, but I was walking through the crowd and I caught a finger in my butt.
Oh.
I mean, it was unsolicited, but it did put a little pep in my step. So
it got you moving a little bit quicker.
Yeah, like my energy drink was wearing off, and I was like, I could really go for a finger in the butt right now. And then somebody totally nailed it.
Okay, just so you know, that piece right there is going to get cut and put on Instagram.
I fucking hope so.
Just like the dog collar one the other week. That was great too.
Yep.
So
love that.
Yeah, so we are not that cool. We just look like it.
Yeah.
It's all shit. It's all show. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're just really retarded in the grand scheme of things is what it comes down to.
We just figured out how to work a camera.
And that has even been, obviously, if you've watched any bit of our episodes, the ability to work a camera and a computer is not 100% guaranteed all the time either. I tend to have a lot of difficulty with that as well. So it's question 2.
Technology's hard.
Everyone's got to remember I am not a young man.
No, Craig is a seasoned vet.
A seasoned vet, that's right. I'm a seasoned vet. So this confounded technology can get the best of me sometimes. And a lot of times I'm just too busy yelling at the kids to get off of my lawn. And I can't concentrate.
Their damn skateboard feedy.
Yeah. And they're drinking their what does he say on Friday? Which is before most of you guys' time. Smoking that tweed and drinking that wine.
Yep, that's it.
The kids doing those
damn
types
kids.
Of things. So second question, I'm going to say it was geared towards you. So I'm going to let you answer.
Oh, that's fun.
And then I'll follow up and give my response.
All right, hit me with it.
It was, how do you stay so sexy? And it had to be for you.
Highly doubt that, but
I don't know.
You know,
anyone who's seen your bench videos knows that it is probably for you.
Well, I usually roll out of bed at like 10:30, 11. First thing I do is, I get my morning rituals done. I pee and brush my teeth, splash some water on my face, comb my hair, slap on some deodorant, and we're ready for the day. That's kind of it.
That's really no rolls with people.
There's really no secret recipe. You kind of just you got to be born with it.
It's it's not here. It's in here.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the heart. You have to have the heart. Mm-hmm. You have to have the sexy heart.
Oh,
and then just let it shine.
100%. Yeah,
shine through our crusty exteriors.
Oh, yeah, crusty.
I would have to say,
Oh, I was going to say, speaking of sexy, I've got some pretty cool news.
Okay, let's hear your sexy news.
I will be growing a mullet.
That is the opposite of sexy news.
So me, my buddy Anthony, and this other guy Chester that I work with, he already has one. My buddy Anthony,
of course,
and I are gonna...
there is no doubt in my mind that somebody named Chester already has a mullet.
Well, he's actually Hispanic.
a Hispanic named Chester.
Mm-hmm. Well, his nickname's Cheeto, so we call him Cheeto. But he's a
Cheeto with a mullet. Okay.
Studly guy, tatted, has a fantastic mullet, and it has inspired me to. I'm gonna let the cheddar grow in the back, and I'm gonna go to a legit barber so I can have them like fade the sides and make it look good. But I think the general consensus here is I'm getting a mullet cropped onto my head next week. So that's exciting.
I would say that it is probably for good reason that the term crusty brought that into your mind.
Yeah, because I mean, usually people with mullets are they're pretty fucking gross. So I just wanted to clarify that one of the reasons why I'm doing it is because of my buddy, and he's not a crusty person. But usually when you see like the mullets floating around, they're either baseball players or really gross white people. But I'm neither of those, I'd like to think. So we're doing this for the. I mean, I work in a country bar, so I mean, it'll work. Give myself some boots.
So are you going to wear your M-frame sunglasses with said mullet?
Well, yeah, of course.
So you are trying to be Jose Canseco from 1989, is what you're telling me.
Or any... Yeah, I'll take that. Totally.
Oh, so what you need to get next are the I don't even know what brand makes them. The pants that they used to wear to work out in that are like fluorescent pattern colors.
Yes.
With the elastic band around the ankle.
Yes.
And then your fanny pack.
I got one.
And then I'm pretty sure you're going to need to crop a sweatshirt in the process.
Yeah.
And
I already have one right here.
A cropped sweatshirt?
Oh, it's a tank, but
no, it needs to be that cut up sweatshirt look.
Oh,
so
okay.
You need to go like full 80s like lifter style.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think next Halloween, yeah. It's happening.
I think you just need, if you're getting that mullet, I think you just need to, and then we need to do a handlebar mustache. Or the
see, I want to keep the beard though.
No, do the Fu Manchu or like the Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Type, and then just shave everything else with the mullet and the M frames. Oh yeah, you're like gonna be full like.
It, right?
Oh yeah, it's there. I've got it pictured. That sounds
I'm already oozing gloriously prowess.
It's just all sorts of glorious crustiness from said picture. I'm imagining.
I'm pretty excited. So I'm hoping. So my meet is going to be in October. So I'm hoping by then. The plan is to keep the beard growing because I want to see what I can do with it, and have just this sweet faded mullet. You know what I mean? Maybe throw a couple designs on the side of my head for the meet. Who knows? We'll see.
See how good of a barber you can find. Maybe you can get just some pretty cool representations on the side mullet.
Oh yeah, we have the barbershops on here legit. I know a couple of buddies that run a couple of them, so I'm gonna make my way down there and probably get that done next week.
That sounds terrible. So I wish you the best in your mullet growing. I did get a haircut this last week.
Ooh. No more Jerry Curl Craig?
No, I went, just normal, plain Jane. Oh, shit, this thing's stuck now in my ear. Okay, there we go. I don't go crazy. My hair gets crazy when I grow it out, so
it does. And it got long at one point. It was quite long.
It was very. And since during the day for my job, I have to be hatless most of the time now. Ooh. I figured I cannot have crazy ass hair. And they're like, people are like, oh, your hair is beautiful. I'm like, yeah, but if the wind blows, then it just goes poof.
Well, I don't know. If it's in the right direction, it might look pretty nice.
It'd be like flock of seagulls, like just, oh, that's terrible. So I had our friend Randy here at Monument Fitness. I had his daughter, went and saw her and had his daughter give me the old haircut.
That's cool.
She did a great job.
Excellent.
She's
right
out of just a few months out of school, and she's doing her thing. So
that's bad.
I wanted to help support her and what she's doing, and so I got my nice little high and tight cut from Kenzie Kenzie Gallegos in Grand Junction, Colorado.
Word up to Kenzie.
All right, so those were our 2 questions. So, now we get to move on to our favorite game show.
Ooh.
Are you watching sports ball over there?
I
feel
am not
like
watching sports ball.
I keep feeling like I'm hearing whistles and.
It may be the neighbors. I don't know.
No.
I mean, I'm not whistling.
No. Maybe I thought maybe some sports ball was happening over in your end of things.
Nah, no sports ball.
All right. Well, then we'll go on to our game.
Our game
of white lights, red lights. Okay. It is your time to explain to our listeners what we are doing here with white lights, red lights.
Oh, it's a fantastic game. We all know and love it. But just to reiterate, we'll touch upon the rules just a little bit.
Just the tips.
Just the tips. Every half inch counts. That's the theme for today. Every half inch counts.
And it does in this as well.
And it does in this as well, especially for squats. So let's say you're walking up for your first, second, or third attempt. You got the bar on your back. You're walking it out. You're feeling confident. You're going for your 100%, an RPE 10. There's no more in the tank after this squat. And you cut it just a half inch short or inch short. You will be receiving a failing score of 2 reds or 3 red lights. What we needed from you was a full dunk of that squat in order to get those 3 white lights or those 2 white lights. We can apply the same thing for deadlifts. Let's say you got it just a little bit short. Your knees weren't locked out. The bar was just ever so gently cresting underneath your wiener, and you didn't get it to a full trunk.
No full
Unfortunately, trunking. No full trunking, which we highly advise. That should be a shirt, by the way, full trunk.
We're going to work on it. We're working on the elephant trunking.
Oh, or some trunk shorts. Oh, love it. Okay. Anyway, enough about dongs. Anyway, let's say you get to the top. The bar just doesn't quite make it. You will be receiving 2 or 3 red lights. And at the end of the day, what we are looking for are 2 whites or 3 whites or a passing score. Swish.
Perfect meat, 9 whites.
Mm-hmm. Perfect meat is 9 whites.
Okay. Are you ready, Alkai?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
There is a theme today.
Okay.
I usually try for a theme.
Yeah,
and I wish I could go. I wish I could go back and do what I was planning, what I had originally planned last week.
Yeah.
Now knowing a little bit more about our guest from last week, I think she would have been all for it, and so I think I dropped the ball on that one. But anyway, we're moving on to this week. That's enough.
We are
enough about the past.
We're
about the here and now, and planning for the future.
Yeah.
All right. So first up, white lights, red lights, water polo.
Ooh, mad respect for water polo. 3 whites for sure.
That sport is intense.
It is, and it's huge in Hawaii. And my cousins played it, and I watched a couple of their matches. Water polo matches. That?
Yeah, I think they're matches.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
that's just brutal. And they, he would show me all of his bumps and bruises the next day because they're kicking the shit out of each other underwater, like the shit that people don't talk about while you're treading water. Like these guys are just blasting the shit out of each other.
Yeah, and
treading water for that long.
Yeah, none of them can touch the ground. It's not like they can walk.
No.
So, and if anyone doesn't know or doesn't think it's that brutal of a sport, Google search water polo underwater camera.
Oh yeah, it's brutal.
Those guys and girls that play this are just it's nuts. I agree with the white lights. I love watching.
Yes, thank you, Chelsea.
Crazy. What did she say?
She said, "Okay with a mullet, white lights."
Oh, yeah, but she's also in Vernal, so that doesn't count. That's like a normal. That's like a normal haircut in Vernal. Sorry, Chelsea. We do love you, but you do live in Vernal. You do live in Vernal, and my wife is from there, so I feel okay making fun of all things Vernal. Okay, so Vernal gets three red lights. It gets one light. What? It gets one white light because Chelsea's there.
Yeah.
That's it. But that one's not on there because it doesn't go with the theme.
Yeah.
All right. So next one is a versus boogie boarding versus surfing.
Oh, don't do that to me. See, I grew up dick dragging, so I'm always gonna be biased. But I mean, I'm gonna have to hand it to surfing, I think.
For everyone else, like as a whole, you give the
I mean, to me, they both get 3 white lights, but if I had to put one of the other, I mean, I'm gonna have to give it to surfing because they're doing some crazy shit now, especially with Red Bull being involved and all the big wave surfing that everyone's doing. I gotta give it to the OGs for sure.
But on a personal level,
just because I did it growing up and it was 5-6 days a week, I'm gonna have to give it to bodyboarding. But this is a hard question. I'm just gonna say bodyboarding just to keep it simple.
I do too, just because I could never surf. I never got the hang of it. Okay, number 3 is the game of Marco Polo.
I mean, I can't even fucking remember the last time I've heard that or even played it. But for nostalgia points, 3 whites for sure.
Okay. Do you get the theme of what we're doing here?
Yes.
What is it? What's the theme?
No, I got nothing.
You don't know what water polo, bodyboarding, surfing, and Marco Polo have in common?
I mean, water.
They're all water sports?
Yes.
Which brings us to the last one of white lights, red lights, having to do with water sports, getting peed on.
What? Why? We all know R. Kelly is a big fan, so he gets 3 white lights for peeing, for sure. But for me, physically getting tinkled on, not really my favorite. I don't really like the smell of pee, so we'll give it 2 reds and a white. I don't know.
You don't want to completely just knock it down.
No, I don't want to completely knock down the people that are of the golden shower family, I guess. So we don't want to discriminate. So
no, you guys do your thing,
and we'll do ours.
Now, if we changed being peed on to peeing on the platform,
3 whites all day.
All right. So just so everyone is aware, we're not against it.
No.
Just not necessarily looking at to be the direct recipient of such.
Yeah, it's more so like the like if someone pees on the platform, you know they're giving it almost their all. So I think that's what I appreciate about it, you know?
Just when you're losing all control of what's happening.
Because you're so focused on that pull. Oh,
yeah.
I think that's great.
Yeah. The effort is hot.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
Okay, well that brings us to the end of our game of white lights, red lights this week. Did you like the nice little twist at the end?
I did. Pee.
A pee-pee twist.
Pee-pee twist.
All right, ladies and gentlemen that are listening, watching, and will listen and watch, make sure you visit us and get all cool things Lifting Ugly at liftingugly.com, where you can also pay for coaching. You can also do single donations to the podcast, which then get turned around and help you, the competitors of meets and competitions and not. You can visit our friend. Please. It's fun for all of us. You can visit our friend Alkai here at Pico, Piko _ powerlifting, or at bellies _ out _ benching, where you can see why his name, his handle is bellies out benching, because his belly is out in all of its glory.
It is. Come get strong with me. I make people strong.
Yes. And bellyful.
And bellyful, yes.
Belly.
If that's your MO, we can get you a little tum-tum. I got you. Come with Papa.
Power bellies in the making. You can get us at the show at lifting _ ugly on Instagram. You can Google search Lift Ugly or Lifting Ugly and get to all streaming. Speaking of water sports, all streaming available. Searching Lift or Lifting Ugly. You can find our YouTube channel by doing the same if you are not on it right now as we speak. Also, Facebook and Twitch. I always forget about Twitch. We do live stream from Twitch. And you can visit. Fun. I think our episodes stay on for 3 weeks before they disappear. So if you want to catch one of the last few episodes and you are a Twitch person, you can do so by searching Lifting Ugly on Twitch as well. Shout out to Twitch.
Major shout out.
Of course, to our boys at Pioneer Lifting Belts, boys and girls. Make sure you go to generalleathercraft.com. See all things Pioneer Lifting. Buy all things Pioneer Lifting.
Oh, yeah.
As much as they have to offer. Also, anything that they don't have that you want to check out for all your lifting needs, make sure you do check out our friends at maxbarbell.com that are helping us out with the Lifting Ugly singlets. So make sure you support them as well by doing that. If anyone is interested in a Lifting Ugly singlet, please get a hold of me at, as I said earlier, the Lifting _ ugly on Instagram, and let me know what you're looking for, size and everything. And we, at this point, are just doing kind of custom order, but I'm more than happy to help you out in getting and representing Lifting Ugly as a movement in this industry.
As a movement.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for episode 24 of the Lifting Ugly podcast. The Lifting Ugly is a stupid ass podcast, as we have now discovered. If you didn't know that already, I'm sure you probably figured it out, but if not, it is actually, it is there in the title for today, Lifting Ugly Stupid Ass Podcast. Yeah. Just in case you're confused. Next week, I don't know, I really have anything planned to announce, but it is episode 25.
That's cool.
Hopefully I can pull something off by our 6-month anniversary.
Well, let me ponder on some topics that we can talk about
for next week.
Yeah.
Okay. You ponder, do some pondering, some self-reflection, and we'll come up with something to discuss next week. See, we did a whole hour and 10 minutes almost. This week, and we had 0 topic to discuss.
Yeah, look at that. We're just fluid with it.
This was literally a podcast about jack shit this week.
I know, but we made it work and people are gonna love it.
Yes. So thank you all that have joined us live. Thank you all that are going to join us and stream with us. We all love to stream together. And we will see you next week for episode 25, ladies and gentlemen. We are out of here.
Peace.
Oh, no. Flat lip, belly tuned up. Yeah. I pay my dues, refuse to lose, so fuck the blues. Ain't the bad news. you can trip if you choose. While I sip booze on a 7-day cruise in Louis Vuitton shoes with floozies by the jewels. The good life, talking about the good life. Live it up for a little while, then go to the hood to get the good wife and settle down. But for now, I'm studying down. Refuse to allow myself to devour like when I was sniffing pals. Still got trials and tribulations. Refinement from cultivation takes patience. I'm waiting, paper chasing to get a place like Peyton. Politics and interfacing, business relations. Built the empire from the underground, then retire. Who said I was on crack? You's a motherfucking liar. See me in the trench coat but missed the joke, so fuck the hoax. My mission is this: get in position to assist my folks. Huh? Get in position to assist my mother, my mother, and my auntie, and my uncle, my folks.